Hello all, I am Dr. Anand Nair, PhD in Computer Science. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Gyan with Anand Nair. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned to all the technology videos on Linux administration, open source, Windows administration, embedded systems, Kali Linux, simulations, big data, machine learning, programming, deep learning, IoT, virtualization, unboxings and many more. If you want to know more about the details of my video, you can click on the playlist and you can find more details of the videos on which I make on my YouTube channel. If you want to know more about my research, you can go to Google Scholar and you can search my name Dr. Anand Nair and you can find all my research papers over here. And similarly, you can even go to researchgate.net and you can find my detailed profile and even my level of research over here, and you can find all the coordinates of my current research scenarios on this website. And similarly, you can even go to google.com and you can search my name as Anand Nair and you can find my website and every coordinates of my research, everything over this search. So I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned. Gyan with Anand Nair, your ultimate resource for technology. Thank you. Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to install Backbox Linux, another competitor Linux to Kali Linux, Backtrack and even ParrotSec operating system in terms of security assessment on Oracle VirtualBox. Now before we dive on the part B of my video, in which I will be demonstrating how to install step by step of Backbox and even to install VirtualBox guest editions and to put some commands on Backbox, let us first of all understand what is meant by Backbox Linux. Backbox is a penetration test and security assessment oriented Ubuntu based Linux distribution providing a network and informatic systems analysis toolkit. Backbox desktop environment includes a complete set of tools required for ethical hacking and security testing. If we talk of categories of Backbox Linux, it comes under the categories of information gathering, vulnerability assessment, exploitation, privilege escalation, maintaining access, documentation and reporting, reverse engineering, social engineering, forensic analysis, VoIP analysis, wireless analysis, and miscellaneous. More than 70 tools including Nmap, OpenVAS, W3AF, Social Engineering Toolkit, Kismet, Aircrack, SQL Map, Join the Ripper, and many other things are included in this distribution. So if we talk of some more details, it belongs to Unix family. It is open source. The latest release is version 5, which was released on July 21, 2017. But in this video, I will be demonstrating how to install 5.1, which is the ultra latest. It is having the default interface that is XFCE, and I have already opened the official website that is called backbox.org. So let's explore this website and then we go with the practical session. So let's click on this down arrow. And now you can see that what it is again more than an operating system to contribute more to open source community in terms of security and vulnerability. And we have Backbox Linux, we have the Backbox Cloud, we have the Backbox community. So if we talk of cloud, let's click on this. Let's see what it is. It is available on Amazon Web Services Cloud Platform, and it is service currently available only for Backbox members, which means that in the future we can find more services to the ordinary users. Let's click on community. So I think so it is having a wider community to join us, get informed and get support. So even as an open source researcher, I request you to fully join this community and try to improve Backbox Linux with more suggestions and get your support. So now let's come to the main part and let's start with the practical aspects. So let us first of all understand how to download. So let's click on download. And now you will have two options, that is Backbox Linux 5.1 i386, which is 32-bit, and we have 5.1 64-bit. So if you want to donate, you can donate, but otherwise there is no need. So you can just click over here, and as I have already downloaded Backbox 5.1 over here, so if I click on properties, it is about 2.11 GB of size. So now let's go to Oracle VirtualBox and let's start with the installation part. So I have already opened Oracle VirtualBox, so I click on new and I click on Backbox 5.1 Linux 2018. So the type will be Linux, and for the version I just go with Ubuntu because as I've already told you in explanation that it is based on Ubuntu, so Ubuntu 64-bit. So I allocate 4 GB of RAM. I click on create, next, I click on next, and I allocate 25 GB of disk space to this. and I click on create. So now before we fire the operating system, let's click on some settings and do some settings over here. So I just click on bidirectional. So same settings which I make in almost all of my videos will be same. So I click on processor, I make it 2 and I enable it. And I just remove the floppy and I change the optical drive. I click on display, so storage, I click on empty and I choose the virtual disk, that is BackBox 5.1. And I click on open, and here is the audio network, so I only enable the NAT. So for even you can enable 2 more adapters depending on that. So I click on OK. So this is all set, and let's click on start. So I click on view full screen and I close it. So you can see that try BackBox Linux automate, so all things. So let's click on the first option. So it will go to the some live edition, and then from that edition we will go towards the installation part. So you can see that I'm using the latest edition, that is BackBox Linux 5.1. So let's wait for the desktop to boot, and I expect a clean interface, but the installation, I think so, because it is based on Ubuntu, I don't expect any change, even 10% in the steps. So the above taskbar has opened, and yes, it is there. So a good wallpaper, it says trash, file system, I think so it is Nautilus, home, and install BackBox Linux option. So very clean and a simple interface. And if I click over here, so here you can find so lots of options like anonymous auditings. So I will get back to this later on. So let's first of all install. So the same pointer like Ubuntu. So yes, I can say that it is same like that. So I click on continue. So I will not demonstrate more because I already demonstrated. So download updates by this and install third party. If you want to do, you can do, but otherwise I recommend. So I click on continue. So I erase the disk and install BackBox. I click on continue. So here is the location of mine. So I click on continue. So I have to search the US. So English US, and here is English US. So I click on continue, and here I put my name, my password. So same steps, no rocket science and simple things. So same interface even. So congratulations for choosing BackBox 5.1. Ubuntu plus hacking tools is equal to BackBox. So ready to go with Beef, EtherCap, Metasploit, Set, Tor, Wireshark, Zap, and ZenMap. So I don't think so that lot very high-end tools are there, basic tools for penetration and basic network testing. It is good for administrators if they want. So BackBox Desktop, help and support, and for real-time support also. And you want to contribute, you can contribute, and thank you. So basic things. So we pause the video for some time and we get back once it is somewhat clearly done. So now you can see that we have already finished the copying files, but I have to wait for some more time. So now you can see that it is retrieving some files, that is about 111 files are there. So I don't require them, so I just skip it. Otherwise you can do that. So configuring time zone, keyboard, creating the user, all the same and the same story like Ubuntu. So if you want to download language packs, you can download. So it is downloading completely fast, so it is okay. So configuring hardware will take some time. So it is configuring the bootloader, grub install, update grub, all the same things. So completely removing all these things and updating. So I believe that it is going to be a stable package like Debian or Kali or maybe Ubuntu. Let's check it out once it finishes and reboots. Okay, so now you can see that the installation has finished and you can continue testing Backbox now. So I don't want to test, so I just click on restart now. Now let's see how much fast it is in terms of boot. So I press enter for the installation media. It's highly fast, I can say. Let's wait for the opening screen. Okay, so it is highly fast, as you can imagine and see. Let's log in. So first of all, I give you some overview of the tools and then we go with some commands: VirtualBox installation, restart, and all those stuff. So let's click over here. So now you can see we have the web browser. So I just click on close. We have the web browser, file manager, terminal emulator, Guinea, all these things. Let's click on Anonymous. So Anonymous start, status. We have some auditing, very good. Mobile analysis also, VoIP analysis, miscellaneous wireless analysis, and even for social engineering we have honeybots. That's good. So for Apache we have Bluetooth, we have SSH. It's good. We have different accessories. So it is, I think so it is Ubuntu plus hacking tools. It is good. It is surely seen. So with graphics, internet. So I think so it is very good distribution for penetration testers and even for basic Linux administrators with having more than 200 machines over there. So now let's go and right click and click on open terminal here. So I just click on view. Let's try to, okay, so I think so it is having no preferences. So appearances you can just increase. We can go for color. Okay, so it's good. Okay, so let's set the root password first. Okay, so let's log in with root first. So let's first of all update the system with the command apt-get update, the same command which we have in Ubuntu. So depending on net connection speed as well as the server speed, it depends how much time it takes to update the packages, because it is highly important that we should update the packages. Let me share some. It's really challenging over here. Okay, this much is enough. Okay, so let's wait for these packages to get downloaded and updated. Lots of packages. So you can see that lots of packages are there, so it is highly taking time. So I think it is almost over. So about 40 MB was downloaded, but the speed was not very fine. Okay, great. So now let's go with the package installation of GCC and make. Okay, great. Now let's install the Linux address. Let me clear this for you. -ampersand. So it is already with the latest version, so it's okay. Now what we have to do is to click on devices and we insert the guest edition CD image. So here we have the device. Okay, so now what we have to do is to copy this VBox Linux editions .run to a temporary file. So let's go with file system and we go with temp and we paste it. So now we go to this one, cd/temp, so /VBox Linux run. So this will install all the VirtualBox installations, etc. But we have to reboot the system after you install the VirtualBox guest edition so that we can do the copy paste, etc. from the host machine to the guest machine. So it can take some time. Okay, so let's go with the reboot. It is somewhat stability, somewhat failing, somewhat this and this. Sometimes it comes and go, but Linux is always unpredictable. Okay. So now let me log in. Okay, so let's open the terminal. Let's log in with root. Okay, great. So who am I? It is root. So let's see the hostname CTL. Now you can see that it is Ubuntu 16.04.04 LTS. So it is again a Ubuntu based. So let's go for this command. Systemctl start vbox add star. Systemctl status vbox add star. So it is running. So now let's open one that is called for notes. Okay, so let's open like this. Let me see the applications, what accessories we have. Okay, so we have Vim, we have education, graphics, internet, multimedia, office, and system. Okay, so let's try to open the notes. So now you can just copy paste all these things from the desktop from here. Let me see where I can paste it. I think we can paste in the Office also. Let's see with the Office. And yes, you can see that the text is being copied. So in this video, I have demonstrated how to install BackBox 5.1 on Oracle VirtualBox, and even have told you how to install the VBox Guest Edition, some command, everything. So do like this video, do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching.